Okay, so financial foreplay. That's it's a pretty provocative title for this deep dive. But I think it's a good one because it really gets you thinking about the connection between personal finances and relationships.
Yeah.
So have you ever thought about it that way? I mean, like how couples handle money, really? Like, could that be a turn on or like a total deal breaker?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, when you think about it, money is such a big part of our lives, right?
Absolutely.
So it makes sense that it would play a role in our relationships too.
Right. So the source material we are looking at this week is exploring this whole concept of financial foreplay. It's basically saying that managing money together can actually like strengthen or totally strain a relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I think the key here is alignment. When couples are on the same page about their financial values and goals, it can really create this strong foundation for their relationship.
Yeah. It's like you're building something together.
Exactly. It becomes a shared journey.
So instead of like bickering over who spent what, you're like celebrating those financial wins together.
Yes. And that shared sense of accomplishment can be incredibly bonding.
So I'm curious about this turn-on aspect.
Yeah.
How can, like, talking about money and setting goals actually enhance intimacy?
Well, think about it this way. When you're open and honest with your partner about your finances, it builds trust.
Okay.
And trust is essential for intimacy.
Right.
It's like you're letting your partner see a vulnerable side of you.
Makes sense.
And that vulnerability can actually bring you closer.
It's not like about the money itself. It's about what the money represents.
Exactly.
Okay, so then what about a deal breaker potential?
Right.
I mean, financial incompatibility can really cause a lot of stress in a relationship.
Absolutely. I mean, just think about all the potential issues.
Oh, yeah.
Differing spending habits, debt, financial secrecy, all of these things can create a lot of tension and resentment.
You're constantly butting heads about how to manage money.
Yeah, and if those issues aren't addressed, they can really erode the foundation of the relationship.
Okay, so let's say we have a classic saver versus spender situation.
Okay.
You know, one partner is all about budgeting and saving, and the other one is more impulsive.
Yeah, that's a common scenario.
How do you even begin to navigate those differences?
Well, the first step is to acknowledge that these differences exist.
Okay.
And then you have to communicate.
But not just, like casual conversations here and there, right?
Right. This has to be intentional communication, like scheduled money dates.
Money dates. I like that.
Yeah, where you sit down together, maybe once a week, phones off, and really talk about your financial goals, concerns, and upcoming expenses.
And the key is to, like, frame it in a positive way.
Yes. It's not about criticizing each other. It's about finding solutions together.
So instead, you always spend too much.
Yeah.
It's more like, how can we adjust our budget so that we can both hit some of our goals? I love this whole financial foreplay idea.
Yeah.
Because it really shifts the perspective on money in relationships.
It does.
It's not just about like bills and budgets. It's about building trust, intimacy, and a shared vision for the future.
Yeah, it's about creating a partnership where you're both working together towards a common goal.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with this question. What are your non-negotiables when it comes to finances in a relationship? Think about it. And maybe even have a money date with your partner and discuss it. You might be surprised at what you discover. And who knows, it might just spark some of that financial foreplay.